Well, it's a new season of BR, Chapter 4, Season 3, so I figured I'd go over the best missions for XP and Save the World. If you don't know what that means, we'll get into that, but you might be seeing the Battle Pass, you might be wanting to level up, and if you have Save the World or are interested in getting the best XP you can, this is the video for it. So let's talk about what's going on. When you queue missions in Fortnite Save the World, you get Battle Pass XP now. This is not at all new. It's been like this for like 2 years now, but you actually get a pretty decent amount, tens of thousands, and you can get up to 320,000 XP from Save the World every single day. You can also get XP from quests. I won't be going over quest XP much today because many quests are not really repeatable. So you'll get Battle Pass XP. There are daily ones like the Endurance quests give you Battle Pass XP. You can also run the Survive the Horde mode. I don't even think it's in here. There it is. Yeah, so you can get Battle Pass XP from that. It's not a ton from quests, and there's really no way to farm quests over and over. If you just do your daily ones and keep up with that, you'll get plenty of them, but the real way that is measurable are missions. So that's basically the best way to get XP is from missions. So let's get into that right here. That's what this spreadsheet is for. This updates every season. So if there's a new season out by the time this video is getting old, you might want to check the link. We do update this. Archer and I work on it together. I really appreciate his help with that. So if you're interested in the best missions to run, you can just see the XP per minute and go from there, and you're good to go. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. If you want more information, here's what's going on. So these are all the relevant missions on the left. I think Archer did something where this doesn't scroll with the rest of the sheet, and that is driving me nuts, but I'm going to work with it anyway. This is the name of the mission and how much XP it gives you, and this is just for completing the mission in general. Some missions have XP bonuses. That could be surviving with 50% plus HP. That could be completing it quickly, which would be the speedrun bonus over here. You could have bonuses for the dungeons here, which are completing level 1, 2, 3, and then finally completing the game. Lots of these different bonuses change per mission, and we've got them all accounted for here. The most amount of XP bonuses that any mission has is 4. So if it has none, then it'll be empty. If it has some, it'll be listed here. And then the badges are dependent on which badges you complete. There is, let's see if I can remember them all. Utility, combat. I think utility is different from building, and then exploring the entire map. So there are 4 badges you can get that all contribute to the max amount of XP. We are assuming you are getting, nicely done, the girl's playing Kirby in the background. We're assuming that you're getting all of the XP in some of these missions, and if you're missing some, like in war games, for example, you're not going to be necessarily exploring the whole map. We approximate that roughly. So this is never going to be 100%, because you can see at the end here, we also have the time to complete. So this is assuming you're getting this amount of XP. It's a little bit loose in that case. If you want to do file, make a copy, and just make your own version of this, and then clear out all the badges and play with the spreadsheet, you're absolutely welcome to do so. It'll be linked down below for your viewing pleasure. But at the end here, you get the very total amount of XP that you get for doing everything perfectly. This is the amount of XP you get, obviously, if you get all the badges added up here at the end. And the time to complete is also approximate. So the lab, for example, should be about 6 minutes if you're running it at the lowest power level, as power level does not matter for the amount of XP you get. No matter what power level you run, you will always get the same amount. So if you're trying to just get Battle Pass XP as quick as possible, I always recommend running the lowest power level possible. So if you are running the lowest power level, we figure you can get this amount of time. Now, I don't want to go through every single one of these point by point, but these higher ones might be rather contested. So like this XP per minute is assuming you are just flying through the mission, and we are not accounting for load times. You got console players and PC players, and console players includes old Xbox, new Xbox, you got PlayStation, and PlayStation. I don't know what you're on. I can't possibly know what your load times are. So you might, for example, the Storm King fight is an easy one. You can maybe grind the Canny Storm King in about 3 minutes. Maybe you're a little bit less experienced. Maybe you get unlucky RNG. Sometimes the mini bosses spawn and kick your butt. I don't know. Stuff can happen. You can screw it up. That fight can take 5 to 6 minutes if you're doing this in like the Mythic Storm King, but if you're doing the lower Storm King, it could be 3 minutes. Maybe you're flying through it fast, but you've also got the end screen rewards. You have to load in to start the fight. You have to actually load in the mission. So like you're loading in, then you're waiting, so this could actually be about 6 minutes per fight. It varies wildly. That's my point. And then there are some other contested ones. I know I get a lot of comments about this. Where like 9 minutes to complete a Cat 4. If you don't know what a Cat 4 is, that's basically just 4 Atlas missions that you all have to defend. Some are floating, some are not. It's random every single time. I assume in optimal scenarios, you can get all 4 blue glow in 1 minute. And if you're queuing the lowest power level mission, you shouldn't have to build much of a defense. You can just start it and then start building the defense. I will say that 1 minute setup time for that is pretty generous. I'm hoping 4 of you are running this in a mission together and you're all working as a team. Practically speaking, if you're soloing this could be a 12-minute fight, which you can see brings it way down. Like Cat 4 would be a lot less efficient. So 9 minutes is like being optimistic. So when you look at this sheet, if you're still watching this video, then you have the benefit of that extra knowledge, because I know a lot of people might see the best XP per minute, go run these missions, and then just take off. That's not always how that works. You need to be kind of on the ball, but this is just sort of an approximate. So there are some suggestions I have. For example, the Inferno. I know it's pretty low on the top here, but like the top missions here, but I still think Inferno is really consistent. In fact, I have a whole video on Inferno speedrunning. That's why I bring that up. That's why I made the video in the first place, was that it is really, really easy to just run this mission over and over and over and over and over. You'll get tons of candy, tons of gold, tons of battle pass XP, and you will be very happy you did that. I highly recommend speedrunning Inferno. It's super consistent. A lot of people actually like running the Grotto. I don't even know if it's on here. I think the Grotto had really, really bad XP, and we just sort of ruled it out as something to farm XP. If any missions are missing here, it's usually for a good reason, but they change every season, so sometimes I might be wrong. Hey, if anything is really good in here, and Archer links the source, this is every single mission in the entire game. If something should be on the spreadsheet, comment down below. I'll pin it if it's super relevant, and then there's like a new top contender up here. But the Grotto can be really good for getting mini bosses at the end. If you watch that speedrunning video, I'll link it down below. Then you'll know more about what I'm talking about here. But yeah, there's also, let's see, Cat 1. I wanted to talk about, retrieve the data. My goodness, there it is. So again, lower on the list. It's a, significantly less XP per minute. But retrieve the data, unlike Cat 4, really can be done in 9 minutes. It's an 8-minute defense, and you can just look in the sky and run straight to the balloon. Sometimes if you're working as a team, I usually just talking to chat being slow will spawn in last on my team, and there's a glitch, I think. I don't know what's going on there. You'll spawn right on the balloon. That's my point if you're running in a team. So retrieve the data can very consistently be built the exact same way every time, and it's a very, very consistent mission. So while it might not be the fastest and best for XP, it's actually a really, really consistent way to go. And then something I'm waiting until the very end of the video to tell you is that none of this matters. What? Beast? What's this video for? Honestly, 320,000 XP is so easy to do. I mean, look at the total XP you get from regular missions. A Cat 4 gives you 67,000. Ride the Lightning gives you 50k. If you are somebody like me who likes to do all 10 160s every single week. I don't play every single day, so maybe this matters more to you guys than it does to me. But in my opinion, if you're running just any 10 or 15 missions in a day, which is maybe a 3 or 4 hour gaming session, in my opinion, that's not that long. You're going to cap out your XP no matter what. In fact, Archer put Endurance Wave 28 on here because that is actually the only wave you need to get to if you're looking to max out your XP. Wave 30 is completely pointless for Battle Pass XP. Granted, you'll get more rewards. You should probably finish your Endurance. It's only 10 more minutes, right? But like, if you're only here for XP, FROSTNITE's not currently available in our season. We put it in here anyway. Thank you, Archer. I asked him to add Survive the Horde. Survive the Horde gives you all the way up to 228,000. That is almost your entire cap. You could run Survive the Horde once, which is 60 minutes, and then just go knock out 2 Ride the Lightnings, and you've hit your XP cap in an hour and a half. So, in my opinion, grinding a mission over and over for XP makes no sense when the cap is so easy to reach. And I'm not even talking about quests, which you will be getting. I mean, like I showed, daily quests are a thing that you should just be doing daily anyway, as are that's the name of the whole point of these is to be done daily. You can just get an extra 23k each. So, yeah. I hope this was helpful. Hopefully you know what missions to run. Hopefully you understand what I mean when if you just play the game, you'll get the XP you need and it won't be a problem. But yeah, I'll drop some links down below for stuff that might be helpful, like this dungeon speedrunning, and I'll see you in the next one. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you're watching this and you've never played Save the World and you're still listening to me, I think I've earned a sub. There are going to be at least a couple of videos over here you can go check out. So yeah, I'll hopefully see you next time, and thanks for watching.